Do I like Facebook ads is a question that I've been asked by one of you guys. So I thought I'd answer it for you and give you an indication as to what the best way I believe to use Facebook ads is. Because from 2016 through till the end of 2019, I didn't use Facebook ads. Everything I did in terms of my marketing strategy was all organic. And when I say organic, I mean that I was posting on social media, I was turning up in Facebook groups, I was networking, I was trying everything not to pay for leads. Because from 2009, well actually no, technically, from 2006 when I went self-employed through till 2015, all I did was buy leads, names, numbers, clients from third-party companies. And it left me stuck, it left me out of control, and it left me hating my business. It also meant that I was spending £20,000 per month on buying in low-quality life insurance leads that kept me busy and kept me trapped, because you need to keep topping up the bucket in order for deals to keep falling out the bottom and to support a team of what was 13. So do I like Facebook ads? Yes, 100%. Should I have used them sooner than I have done? Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. But should you use them now in order to be able to generate a lead? And your definition of a lead is probably someone that you want to speak to today. No, I don't believe you should. Because the thing that you look at in terms of a marketing funnel, and you can see on my board at the back there, I've done some training for my academy members. The big thing with a marketing funnel is the largest proportion of a funnel is at the top. That's in the attention and the awareness phase. The smallest chunk is at the bottom, the action phase. And I stumbled across the right marketing strategy back in 2016 when I started to do video and started to produce content online and started to learn about social media. And the thing that pays the biggest dividends is playing the longest game. If you're constantly looking for a quick win or a result now, then you're not going to be able to get one. So the key thing is to play a short-term and a long-term game. In your marketing efforts, there are going to be people who are ready to take action now, but it's going to be a really, really small percentage of the potential audience that you can speak to. Imagine an auditorium full of 1,000 people. Out of that 1,000, there might only be 10 that want to take action now. And if you're talking to just those 10 people, you are completely isolating the rest of the room. So the idea of using Facebook ads is to talk to people at different stages of the buying cycle. So for example, in a mortgage or a financial services sense, the attention and the awareness phase is someone who is thinking about moving, someone who is looking at their bank balance and seeing a large chunk of money that is doing nothing for them, someone who is potentially thinking about investing it in property, or looking at the fact that they're now reaching a milestone of 40 years old and realizing that actually they've got no retirement funds. They're going to have a problem and they're going to have a mistake. They're going to make a mistake very soon that's going to potentially cause them a problem later down the line. That's awareness. That's awareness, and that is attention. That's right at the top of the funnel. Then you also have a marketing strategy for those who are in the interest and the desire phase. They're the people who are thinking about, right, I know I've got this money, I'm doing a bit of research, I'm looking into the best way in which I can take action. Maybe they've paid for a property training course. Maybe they've started to research online and look into different pension schemes or apps they can use to invest, or ways in which they can make their money work harder. Maybe they're making phone calls, they're Googling and looking who the local IFA is, or maybe they're ever present in groups asking questions. They're interested, they have a desire to take action, but they're not sure on the action they're going to take. That's the middle tier. Then you have the smallest tier at the bottom, which is the action takers. And the action takers are the ones who are ready. They've done their research, they know their interest, they've got their desire heightened. Now you can run Facebook ads talking to each of those three categories. You can actually chuck another little ad in there promoting a testimonial. The beauty of Facebook ads is you can actually retarget each layer. Now this is the mistake that loads of people make, and I see all the time. You go and press the boost button. That boost button, that promote your post button, is not going to give you the information. It's not going to give you the ideal target market. It's not going to give you the age demographic or the job title or the interests or the desires of your ideal client. And that's why there is a process to utilizing Facebook ads and to doing your marketing, no matter what industry you're in, let alone if you're in financial services. And this is why I classify it as customer attention and sales, because looking at a lead in today's world, a lead is somebody that you can get to take a logical step with you. For example, giving you an email address. Now that's a low cost, that's a low hanging fruit, that's not going to be something that someone's really going to worry too much about. But in giving you an email address, it enables you to build a further relationship with them. It enables you to give them a little upsell into potentially something else if you're a productized business. But the beauty is then you've got the opportunity both on social media, where social media own your clients, but also now in your own world, i.e. your email database, to build a long-term relationship. Once you know who your customer is, you can market to gain their attention, utilizing Facebook ads to get more eyes on your already awesome content, and then you can sell them into taking a logical step with you, such as a quiz, a questionnaire, a lead magnet, as I call it, a guide, and that's a gift. That's something that you give them in exchange for their email address. And that is sales, customer attention and sales. That is the three-step method that I teach. And sales is right at the bottom of the scale. Now, I do believe you should be using Facebook ads. I do believe you should be using them earlier in your process. I did everything organic, which now I realize, because that was a fear and an anxiety in myself, because I was spending 20 grand a month on buying leads in 2015 before I downsized my insurance business and got back to mortgages. And that was a fear and a worry and an anxiety in myself that I didn't want to be paying for low-cost leads. However, what I stumbled upon was an organic method to be able to generate leads, clients, and sales. A method in which producing consistent content like this video, putting it on YouTube, Instagram, taking snippets, putting banners on it, subtitles, logos, turning audio into podcasts, and leveraging my time with me focusing on content and building a marketing team, which is now 7, repurposing and sharing that content far and wide, has given me an abundance of inquiries, because I, without knowing it, until I started learning social media in probably more 2017 and 2018, I was talking to the top of the funnel. So now, all these years on, the consistency of talking to the top of the funnel is starting to pay dividends, because all of those people at the top of the funnel are now converting into action takers. I made my ethos within my mortgage brokerage to tell everybody to prepare 6, 12, 18, 24 months in advance. So the people who are thinking about moving in the next couple of years are already aligned to what I'm talking about. Now, where Facebook ads would have been vital to that process would have been doing what I'm doing now. Not spending money looking to get an inquiry to speak to somebody now, but looking to convert that awesome traffic and get them to generate to download and come onto my database and onto my website. Because that's when you own your clients. That's when you can build a better relationship. That's when you can invite them to phone calls, webinars, conversations, group discussions, Facebook groups, where you can then build a next connection and a better relationship. That's where you can continue to serve them with more value, and they build a value pot within their own mind that you still maintain the logical choice, because you are the one that's given the most amount of value. What is it they say in the Bible? Give and thou shalt receive. You give your best content. You don't hold it back. And as soon as you put Facebook ads onto awesome content that you're already producing, it is like rocket fuel, because all of a sudden you can take a video that maybe reaches 100 people, depending on the size of your audience. My average is probably about 600, sometimes going as high as 1,500, 2,000 people. You stick an ad on that and you take it to an attention phase and say, hey, I just want to build an audience of people who like this specific video. And you can get seen by thousands, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000, no problem at all. You can then retarget those people with a testimonial, with the next video about your business, with a lead magnet or an invite to somewhere. And sales funnels are really easy to use, but they are so effective. Stop trying to talk to people who need your product now and start talking to people at the top of the funnel in the awareness phase. Start playing the long game rather than the short game. Because even though I only started Facebook ads in 2020, I was able to grow my team from 3 to 13, take on 7 advisors without having to spend any money on advertising, on Facebook ads. All I had was a wage of a marketing apprentice who's now my social media manager, having been with me for 3 years. Also recruited a content writer, also have a designer, a web developer, and building that team out gives you way more control. Buying leads keeps you stuck, keeps you trapped. But if you want to do Facebook ads, you have to learn how to do it. You need to understand how to use Business Manager, how to use Ads Manager, how to assess them. For 3 months this year, after I spent £2,000-3,000 learning how to do Facebook ads effectively, I did them in January. In March, April of this year, I recruited a full-time ads manager. I say full-time. I recruited an ads manager who's not employed by my business, but we're in constant contact. But I can manage him. I can give insights to him. He can give them to me. But where I would probably set up 1 or 2 ads because of the time around doing that, he can set up 15, 16, 20, 25 different ads for different categories on what's going on. Presently, I think we have around about 55 ads running at the present time. And that's driven by the strategy that he and I have discussed, because I understand it. You can only monitor somebody who's going to be spending your money if you know how to use it. It's, for example, if you want to recruit a PA to do mortgage administration for you and you've never done mortgage administration, how are you going to be able to train them effectively and efficiently? If you want to be if you're a financial advisor and you bring on a power planner too early into your own journey and you've not done the full process yourself, how can you train them and how can you ensure that they're doing the best job possible? As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a leader of your company, you have to understand the basic principles of a lot of areas. And that's why you begin to move up the ladder. Every staircase, every step, you face a brick wall, you hit a plateau in order to be able to understand your learning. You hit the brick wall where you need to grow. You grow through that learning, you go through another plateau. The idea and the goal is for you to become a generalist in everything and surround yourself with experts. That is how you build and grow and monetize to the best of your possible ability. Facebook ads is a cheap, low-cost way to get people into your world. It's not a way in which you should, and you can, but I would say utilize it as a means to get people into your world, and then you can actually upsell them thereafter, having given your email address, to a consultation or a webinar. It's the method that I teach. It's what we're going deep on in Awesome August during the Academy, and it's going to make sure that you are able to get fantastic results from your marketing efforts. Learn Facebook ads. Well, first of all, do organic social media and be consistent. Give your audience value. Be consistent in doing it, and then put ads onto your already awesome content, and you will see your results flourish and fly. And make sure you've got a funnel in order to capture them. Have a fantastic day. Hope this has inspired and motivated you. Let me know your biggest takeaway from this video in the comments below. Make sure you like and share this, please, because I know it can help a lot of people. Customer attention and sales is my 3-step method that you can utilize to generate an abundance of inquiries, playing a long game, not a short game. Have a fantastic day. Remember, now is the time to become pro.